You know, it's taken me a while to find a power solution that I truly like and that I can trust for my adventures. But I think I found a power station that is versatile enough for both outdoor and indoor use, and also can handle the demands that I put on it. I mean, when I'm comfort camping or filming content, I have a lot of devices that need power. My phone, my radio, camera batteries, drone batteries, my laptop, GPS, fan, Bluetooth radio, lantern, my production lights, cooking kettle, headlamp, the list goes on and on. It could be a lot. And in the past, I've used smaller power banks or gas generators, and they were either too small or too big for what I needed, or they required more maintenance than I liked. So the JACKERY 1000 V2 power station with the Solar Saga 200 watt solar panels is what I'm currently using because it's awesome, and here's why. The power density on this little thing is awesome. It has 1500 watts of output power, 3000 watts of peak power for 1070 watt hours. It's small and lightweight, and that's one of the primary things that attracted me to this thing. It's got a nice folding handle. The thing is small enough, put it in the back of your car along with all your camping gear, and you won't be hurting for space. And the fact that you can recharge it with 1 or 2 solar panels makes it really great for off-grid use. So if you have 2 panels going at once and say it's a little overcast, you're still gonna have quite a bit of power coming into your device. So you can choose to use 1 or 2 solar panels depending on your needs. The previous version of this, its peak power was 800 watts. This is 1500 watts. Its peak power was 2000 watts. This one is 3000 watts. With the battery chemistry being lithium iron phosphate, the power density is much higher, so you get a lot more power from the same form factor. So that's really important that they changed the battery chemistry, and now this thing is stronger, faster, and smaller. The output ports provide up to 100 watts of PD output power. What that means is that your devices like phones and such can charge up to 70% faster than if you plug them into a standard charger. So that just means getting power back into your devices is going to be way faster, which when you're on an adventure, time is very valuable. Also, this is UL rated. The UL listed seal means that the product has been tested by Underwriter Laboratories to nationally recognized safety and sustainability standards. Additionally, it has been found to be free from a reasonably foreseeable risk of fire and electrical shock. And a really big part of that is the battery chemistry. This is a lithium iron phosphate battery chemistry. This is a huge benefit to me. Like in the past, the battery chemistries have not been ideal for outdoor adventure use. They've been too heavy, or they've had a very high risk of fire when overheated or misused or punctured or rough handled. This thing is great because it can handle a lot of shock, it can handle higher weather extremes, it is a lighter weight battery chemistry, so the power density is much higher. That was a very nerdy way of saying that this is better, and it's safer to use in rugged environments. This thing's going to last a very long time. It's rated for 4,000 charge cycles. So if you were using this every single day, that would last like at least 10 years. And I love, because of its high power output, that I can use this thing for cooking as well. So I have an electric kettle and I can pop popcorn in it, or I can make coffee or boil water, make soup, whatever. And as a point of reference, to pop this popcorn just now, it only reduced the capacity of that unit by less than 1%. So you could make a lot of meals before needing to recharge this unit. And that's why for multi-day comfort camping trips, this is a must-have for me when I go out. Because I know I can make a lot of meals, I can recharge my devices, and I'm gonna be set. There's actually a JACKERY phone app too that you can tether to it with Bluetooth, and this is really beneficial because as it's charging, you can tell remotely how full it is and how much time is remaining on the unit. Also, you can monitor the load status of it while it's charging other devices as well. I also like that when it's plugged into AC power at home and it's recharging from that it's very quiet because it has a silent charging mode, which is really great. In the past, I've used other units that are very loud when they charge. Huge fans, it sounds like a jet engine is taking off. This thing's really quiet, which I really appreciate because I also use it as a UPS, an uninterruptible power supply, when I plug it into my editing computer at home. When I'm editing, I don't want to lose any progress that I've been making on a project, so a power outage can be very detrimental. What I do is I plug my editing machine directly into this and then this into the wall. And what that does is that if there's ever a power outage, it switches over almost instantly to the battery backup. And that is so critical. If there's bad weather in the area, or if somebody hits a telephone pole and knocks it over, I know I'm not gonna lose what I'm working on. And because it's so quiet and doesn't have these crazy loud fans when it's charging, I can actually tolerate it being right next to me on the ground. And I actually use the light on the front quite a bit too. It's really handy. You don't think you're gonna use it, but you use it quite a lot. So we were actually doing some construction recently on our home, and we didn't have power running to our garage. And I actually used a Jackery unit to power the garage door opener for a while, which was a very cool use case for this thing. I also used it to recharge some of my cordless power tools as well. Pretty much every day you're finding a new and useful use for it. If you want to learn more, you can Google Jackery 1000 V2 solar generator. And you can look up the Solar Saga 200-watt solar panels as well to plug into this. Check out the link to this unit in the description of this video. I hope you found that useful, or at least entertaining. We'll see you later.